So I had a question about that. Is there added pressure to you now to perform better on the Cowie? Because and hear me out. if you don't, do you feel like it could look bad on you if your results are the same?
Wow.
Shane, one thing I've noticed just this week is how productive and positive this week is. I don't know that you've had many of those this year. How impactful is that coming into your race day?
It's massive. You and I were talking last night, and it felt like this week we are working with purpose. And I'm excited. The weather is a little bit cloudy. It has rained a little bit this morning. The track was really dry yesterday, but I think it should be pretty good today. We got our scoop on, and we'll send it for the first 2 practices. I did not feel like I had a very good lap. Oh my gosh. Terrible. I even went off once. I could have turned. I'm like, oh, I'm going straight off.
They're like the Millville rollers. They're not like rollers. They're like jumps now. Yeah.
We're rolling the jumps.
Rolling the jumps and jumping the rolls.
That's right. Let's go. We're fast right now.
It was much better that time. The track is very one-lined. It was much better. I need to figure a couple lines out. My fast lap was one that it was like smooth and putting one on the board, and then I started trying hard, and then I went slower. And this base here is actually really hard, like surprisingly hard. So, I think it'll be all right.
What's that sheet over there?
That's my 2019 results from here. I woke up, we missed our alarm, we missed riders meeting in Chapel, and qualified 18th, and then won both motos. And I don't know where it came from.
From the heart. It came from the heart.
No, I talked to Shane about it quite a bit. I mean, obviously going in, we didn't have any expectations. You know, we kind of set a base for sure, but even I told him moving forward, still like no expectations at this point. You know, it could go either direction really quickly. So don't want to hold ourselves back. No pressure, just go out and do your job. And, you know, obviously we need to improve whatever we need to improve on from his side and our side. So still no expectation at this point, but the base is set for sure.
There seems to be some moisture on your head, bro.
Where? I don't see it.
Right there.
Wow.
The bike was fine.
Huh?
The bike was fine. 'Cause I was trying to get it. It was like, oh, I don't know. It was like, 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 I don't know. It
I was struggling with the turns. The front's really firm. Because it's not that fast and that rough. I know. I was just holding on so tight. I was just locked on. Bike lengths out of the gate, and I was behind like by half a bike length. I'm like, dude.
Yeah, like the whole first 3/4 of that, your times were there, and then you had a couple of lap times to spike back up. That's I think when you got in.
Yeah.
The 19 or 20?
Yeah. Well, a hand passed me back, like
20.
Yeah. Because my bike, it wouldn't shift anymore. It would only shift up. Like on the last lap, I came out of the tight off camber. I jumped up like I was in first gear, and I jumped up, and I don't know if I shifted there in the air, but as soon as I landed, it was in false neutral. So I shifted down, and it wouldn't go into gear. Then I shifted up, and it went into second. So I'm like, okay, went down the hill. I'm like, okay, turn, come out of the turn before the big leap. And I was accelerating, and I shifted up to third, and it shifted into neutral again. And so then I shifted back down to second, and then it would go. And then when I shift up again, it would like hit neutral. Then I shift up again, and it would go to fourth, but it wouldn't go into first or third.
So I had a question about that. When you, like they said that you could race the SMX stuff with it on their bike. Is there added pressure to you now to perform better on the Cowie? Because like, and hear me out, if you don't, do you feel like it could look bad on you if your results are the same, where you've kind of been saying I'm not jiving with the bike at the higher speed tracks, and then now you get, if you by the end of it get on the Cowie and don't do better, do you feel like that's a dark cloud on you?
That's something I'm willing to accept, and that's where it's like, for me, I know my capabilities, and I know when I'm not going as fast as I should be going.
Right.
And it definitely, in my flesh, it's like, yeah, I wanna go out and I wanna beat those guys. I don't want to do it for the wrong reasons. It's definitely extra motivation for how things happen, but that's not my sole focus is to not go out and beat a Suzuki. I'm laying a new foundation for where I've been, and that's what I'm excited about.